Shh, shh, it's okay. It's okay. You see a woman cradling a baby as it screams and cries. Ashes are falling all around them, the flames licking the inside of the home. The woman is pinned under lumber that has already fallen from the ceiling. You hear the clanking of armor and screams of battle from the outside. You see the front door shake and rattle, a steel boot kicking through the frame. The woman reaches her arms out, holding the baby towards the armor-clad man that burst through the door. She coughs as he grabs the baby from her. The woman smiles as the life slowly fades from her eyes.
Shh, you little thief! Quit your screaming!
Roars a rugged-looking man holding a sword to a child's throat.
You will never steal from me again. I don't care who you say you are.
You see a young girl in tattered clothes, quivering in fear as she raises her arms to defend herself. As the man rears his arm back to strike, you see a blade pierce through his chest, blood splattering through. He falls to the ground, and you again see an armor-clad man reach out his hand.
Are you okay, my princess?
She reaches out to him, and he lifts her up.
Shh! She's coming! She's coming!
You see two girls in ball gowns, giddy and giggling to each other, staring at her as she passes by. Their smiles instantly disappear as she shoots them a look, a furious expression across her face while she storms through two large wooden doors. An armor-clad man follows slowly behind her, closing the doors. As they shut, you see her slam a sword down on a large marble slab, spittle coming from her mouth as she screams unintelligible words at those inside.
Shh! That's enough out of you!
You see the woman again, older now. She sits atop a marble throne. She sighs.
I know that these times are hard, but there isn't much I can do from here. My advisor won't let me leave these walls.
She slowly gazes to the armor-clad man you've seen before. He shakes his head and looks down. As she looks back to a gaunt, bloodied family, her expression softens.
You may stay here for as long as you like. Whatever remains of our people must be brought here.
She casts a glare at a group of 5 armed warriors.
Go out and find the others. Bring them back here. I don't care what it takes. This cannot happen again, and I will go myself if I need to.
Shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You see the woman again in full plate, blood smeared across her face and armor as she drags the same armor-clad man through marble halls.
Healers! I need you now!
She enters a room and several others help her lift the man on a table.
Do what you can for him.
They place their glowing hands over him as she leaves, almost in tears.
Shh. Quit your crying. You did what you could.
The man, no longer armor-clad, lies on the table, limp. The woman, with streams of tears running down her face, slams her fist down, cursing the gods.
I will bring you back!
You see quicker flashes now. The woman commanding the 5 others to go out, and when they return empty-handed, she screams and sends them away. She looks through the archives of hundreds of thousands of books. We flash to the outsides. Forests are aflame, towns nearby brought to the ground. Flashing back one more time, we see her face light up when the 5 return with a caravan. We flash once more, forward. Armies are battling, one side being slowly pushed up a mountain. The woman, slightly older still, grabs gems of all shapes and sizes out of her coffers. A large cavernous pool is being filled with a glowing liquid. Robed figures surround this pool, with the corpse of the unarmored-clad man lying within. Outside, more soldiers storm a marble temple, slaying anything in their path. As they descend deeper and deeper, the sound of their clanking armor echoes through the halls.
We haven't much time. Cast it, now!
She screams. The robed figures raise their hand as white energy expelled into the pool. The pool itself glows white, the unarmored man glowing the same. Suddenly, the cavern starts to shake, stalactites and other rocks falling from the ceiling. The woman's face becomes pained as several of the robed figures are bashed and crumpled to the floor. As the color of the pool changes to a darker red, she reaches out her arms.
I'll bring you back.
White energy pours from her fingers, startling even herself. She rises into the air, unaware of her surroundings. Soldiers have entered the cavern, weapons drawn. Arrows start to fling in her direction, as well as at the remaining robed figures. A bright light emits from her, expanding through the entire cavern. The soldiers are dashed against the walls. As that crashing of armor dies down, the woman falls to the ground. She looks up and hears a gasp of air and coughing from the pool. What have you done? The unarmored man lifts his head slightly out of the pool. You should have left me alone. But I saved you. I saved you. You're back. You know not what you've done. You've cursed me. And yourself. He slowly starts to swim towards her. Look. He nods his head to her feet. But no. This can't be. I won't let it. I won't let this happen. You see her body slowly turn to crystal from her feet up. You didn't know. It's okay. No, this is not how it's supposed to be. We were supposed to save our people together from them. The crystal is about halfway up her torso. Her arms are frozen. I know, my queen. I know. The man's sunken eyes start to water as he climbs out. You did what you could. I'll find a way to fix this, just as I always have. Reginald, I'm so sorry. As she tries to speak his name again, the crystal envelops her face. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. He slumps down beside her. You didn't know. And that's the stream.
Never do that as a paladin. I always forget.
You see a tall elven woman dressed in pink.
I thought I was the only one.
To absorb all of their knowledge.
Like, what were your parents thinking when they named you that?
Chad is just trying to spread the good word.
Well, you made it. Good for you.
I study the science of people. What?
This is Arrakis. We don't need sleep. See, it wasn't just a tree. It was a part of the Tree network.
Now then, where is this monster you speak of? I'm sorry your characters are dead, but I hope you had fun. Yeah!
All right, we're here. We're here. We're on.
We're
Hello.
fine. Hey.
If you're just coming in and you missed that big old lore drop, like some of us did, yes, it is on the internet, or it will be on the internet. I'll post it. I'll also post a transcription. That way, you don't have to listen to it. You can just read it. But yeah, cool. So, the 5 of you. Well, actually, you know what? I'm a liar.
Look at our little pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute.
So,
Oh, you're so little.
Hey,
Larson.
you can name your little guys too. It's adorable. Anyway.
Larson, you wake up, and you see around you some snow, and you smell mildew. It smells very, very mildewy in here. And as you look around, you see a few skeletons that are either covered in snow or ice or frozen over nearby. You also see your 4 party members are also scattered about and asleep. Question mark. What do you do?
I think he's gonna quickly like try to scan the room, see if there's anybody here, like very confused, before doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check for me. We're jumping right into it. Yeah.
18.
18. So with that, you see there are footsteps leading away from you. There are 3 sets of footsteps leading away from you. And... Oh, I don't have the map up. Never mind. Let me put that up. Hold on. Oh, I really don't have the map up. Okay. What did I turn it off for? Hold on, sorry. That is what I wanted. Okay. That is not what I wanted. I didn't get myself as a screen. That's good. Anyway, why did all of that? Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. So, you see footsteps moving away from you towards the right part of the map. They step through the snow piles and up towards that. You can see it on the map, but you can't see it, in character. Towards that stairwell. You don't hear anything other than the gusts of wind behind you, through the doors behind you.
Okay. I think I'll start waking these guys up. Hey y'all. We got a situation here. I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
That was gnarly.
How long have I been out?
Yeah, one at a time. You guys start to wake up.
Chad looks around and he's looking immediately for Reginald.
You don't see him.
Don't see him anywhere.
Nope.
What about that thing that he was chanting over?
There are no words. There's nothing glowing, nothing there.
Okay.
The doors are open. But that's it.
Okay. And I see a bunch of snow piles.
Yep, you see all the snow piles that are there.
Do I see the skeletons as well?
Yeah. So everything on that map is what you see. Nothing. So it's a little bit dark, but the sunlight from the cracks in the ceiling are enough that you can see all of it. All of that.
Oh. Okay. So were these here before? Did I see these here before?
This is in the next room. This is after the doors opened.
Oh, okay.
And everything went black.
Yeah. Chad stands up and goes. He stands up and goes. He might be hurt. We should really help him. You know? Oh, is anyone else hurt? Is anyone hurt? You guys okay?
Can I tell how long we've been asleep? Like, based on, like, the light coming in from the, like, doors and stuff?
Yeah, it's brighter than it was before.
Had it been early morning when we got here?
It was mid-afternoon, I think. But it does seem like early.
Brighter than mid-afternoon?
It seems like it's morning. It's probably.
Chad is gonna stumble. So the doors are open.
Correct.
Okay, Chad is gonna stand up, probably a little disoriented from what happened, and go through the doors.
Okay. You arrive in this room, and now you can get a full view of the room, where you see all of these skeletons, all of these benches, some stairs, a few lit candles on these pedestals. I don't know if it lets me ping them, but...
So, okay. And do I see that large sort of pedestal in front of me? Where your mouse is? Yeah.
This one? Yes.
I go towards it.
Okay. Yeah, you walk towards it. It's lit. Just seems like a candle.
Just seems like a candle.
Mhm.
I blow out the candle.
You blow out the candle.
Okay, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. The candle's blown out.
I take the candle.
You take the candle.
Free candle.
You now have a free candle in your
I
pocket.
have a free candle. I walk back and I go, guys, they're giving away free candles.
Was the Reginald in the dream visibly younger or older than the Reginald we met and walked up the mountainside with?
Visibly younger.
Like drastically?
Drastically. Yes.
Okay.
We saw Reg when he was hot.
You saw young, sexy Reg.
They're not here anymore.
No.
They're gone. We don't see them anywhere.
No.
In the same space we were in before?
Correct.
What's in the tribute hole?
If you go back to that side to the tribute hole, everything that you brought up the mountain is in the meaty tribute hole.
Is it spoiled?
No, there's some frost in it, some snow on it, but it's not.
So it hasn't been longer than like an evening. Like it hasn't been days and days and days.
Probably.
Where's the tribute hole?
Back outside. It's not on the map. I did not want to put it on the map.
Didn't want to
Because we would have to have a TVMA rating.
Correct.
So are these stairs leading like upstairs?
They are leading downstairs. As you make your way over towards that side of the room, you see that they are leading down.
Is that
And-
big room blocked off? Like with those boulders? Are those boulders in front of that big room? With the blue, like, throne-looking thing in it?
This one?
Oh, these?
Is that blocked?
Look, no, this room
No,
right
like-
here.
Those are stairs. We have
I'm
stairs.
talking like middle. Oh, they go up to like a raised sort of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they go up to a raised area.
So what is up there? Is that a throne? Did I read it right?
Yeah, that is a throne covered in snow and ice.
Can I go over to the throne?
Sure.
Yeah, same here.
Cool. I sit on the throne.
You sit on the throne.
Chad goes, it's made of ice.
It's not made of ice, but it is frozen over with ice.
Oh,
it's
do I
made of
look
it's
pretty?
made of marble.
Chad looks over and goes, do I look pretty chill?
Chad, now it seems to me the giant creepy throne and the giant creepy temple. I'll be writing to check your ass can't cash by sitting in that chair. I'll tell you what.
Just try it. It's pretty cozy.
I'm actually very cool on that. I think I will not try it. But I will look like around it.
Mhm.
If there's any like compartments maybe in it, in the side, you know what I'm saying? Like some weird shit. Maybe some way to like move it. Maybe there could be something behind it. You know, that kind of stuff. I want to like check that out.
Okay. I was gonna say give me a search check. I don't know why I thought that.
Investigation. Search
Investigation.
is 3.5.
Yeah. It's been a while, apparently.
Ooh, natural 20. Ooh.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
you look at this frozen over throne, and you see, as you rub your fingers across it and kind of feel for any sort of secret compartments, there is a section of the throne that looks as though it's been popped out a little bit on the arm. And the ice it looks as though it's gone into it.
Look at Chad. Do I have like a torch or something? You know, or
There's candles.
okay. I look at Chad and I was like, "You know, can I get one of your candles right quick?" And you're muted, Chad.
He's doing poses on the throne, just over and over again.
Thanks, could I please borrow one of your candles, please?
Evie
Oh.
sees this happening and is like, "Here's a torch. What sort of adventurer doesn't bring a fucking torch?"
I mean, I'm sure I have one. It was just a matter of it being lit.
Well, no, this is not lit, but
Oh,
I
you
can
do.
light it. I have a tinderbox. But
Same.
but you
Never
know,
mind.
it's,
I do have a torch. Whatever. I light a torch. I light whatever. And
thank you. There are 2 other candles over there, and another
wanna-
pedestal without a candle.
I want to melt the ice, and then I want to pull the compartment out.
Okay.
Jasper, I feel like you're being real hostile.
I was just trying to get there quicker.
It takes a couple of minutes for you to melt the ice, but it gets to a point where it's thin enough that you can just kind of crack through it. Once you crack through it, you're able to lift open the compartment. And inside, you see what may have been writing utensils, like pens, a couple of very damp, frozen over scrolls. As you pull them out, you see one does have writing on it, but it isn't that language that you did not understand before. The other is blank.
I'm gonna pocket both of them, and then I'd like to hold up the blank one, like at an angle to see if there's like a depression on the paper, like it had been written in a race.
Okay, yeah, you try to do that. Looks like it may have had a bunch of different writings on it, as though it was underneath several other sheets that had been written through.
Okay, I'm gonna pocket both of them. I'm gonna pocket both of them. I'm gonna probably work on that a little bit later on when we're not doing other stuff. But would you say I should put these in as inventory, just like old, like throne documents?
Sure, throne documents works for me.
What about the rest of this room? Is it just basically like the throne and whatever sort of pillars and that kind of stuff?
Very much just the throne and all of this snow and ice that's blown in and frozen over. But you see all of these skeletons. The smell is not fantastic.
They haven't been dead long.
They have been dead a long time. They've
Why
been dead a very, very long time.
Seems weird that they still smell, though. No.
So are these other pedestals here?
Yeah. Yep. There's two with candles and one without.
Okay. Are both the candles lit?
Yep.
Can I light my candle and put it on the empty one?
Sure. You light your candle, you put it on the empty one.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Cool. And he blows out all 3 candles and takes them.
Okay. All 3 candles are in your inventory.
I'm so sorry. Did any of you want one of the candles?
I'm good. I got a torch.
It looks very much like the 2 pedestals on the right and left here are more for decoration, whereas the one in front is a little bit shorter, and maybe somebody would try to speak there to whoever's on the throne.
Does it look like a mechanism of some sort? Like, does it look like it would sink into the ground or anything?
No, just a shorter pedestal.
Is this a true?
It's in this corner outside of this room, opposite of the corner with the stairwell. Like the other corner on like the north side. Yeah, right there.
Okay, hold on, Megan, go ahead.
I said, is this a tribute pole?
That is not a tribute hole.
No, pole. P-O-L-E.
Pole. P-O-L-E, no. It is not a tribute pole.
How do you click on the thing? To make a note?
Make a note? What do you mean?
I don't know, just someone clicked on the screen and it made a little, like, water... Yeah! Little water boop.
You just hold down on the click.
Yay, mine's blue. Okay, I'm happy.
Roll20 is really rad.
It really is.
I was watching an actual play of Icewind Dale, the like published adventure, and he used that little pull thing all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But yeah, so that's... You go over here to these crates. As you kind of break into them, you see some rotting food, some old bottles that are frozen over with liquid. Probably water, but at this point it's very dusty and dingy. Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Is there anything on these skellies?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, so on the skeletons you see some of them are wearing red armor, or what would have been red armor if it wasn't rusted over. There are a few weapons here and there, some broken, some rusted. Again, nothing too crazy.
Maybe
Maybe we should check out the doorway. Maybe we should just check out the doorway.
Richard, was there anything that you wanted to do?
Richard is just he was sleeping through all this. He wakes up. He was having night terrors, and he's like, Miracle, just leave Lily alone. Just take my money. And then he wakes up and where is everybody? Why am I alone? He goes up. He follows everyone upstairs, and then he sees a corpse on the ground. He sees many corpses on the ground, and he barfs. He's like, ah. He's like heaving, and he falls to the ground.
Yeah, probably in between the sight of these frozen over corpses and the smell that's in there. Yeah, vomiting would probably be accurate for Richard.
Yeah, he's never seen a corpse before, so he's freaking out. He's like,
Now, hey there, Rich. Get it together, bud. So it's all right. They're long dead. We had nothing to do with that.
That doesn't help.
I mean, all right. It sort of helped for me. I don't know. Got maybe different priorities.
It does sort of shove into your face that you are nothing but a bag of bones surrounded by meat, which is a little depressing.
He barfs and cries and heaves and just rocking.
Wow, you're dark for someone who sells produce.
I also sell these creepy as fuck corn husk dogs. Okay.
To be fair, I do apologize. I would like to go down the stairs, please.
Okay. Yeah, you start to head down the stairs. Give me one moment. Well, yeah, no, you go ahead and head down the stairs. Does everybody else follow? Or...
Yeah.
General agreement? Okay.
I'm crawling.
Hey, Richard, get it
Dragging
together. Come
myself
on,
over.
bud.
Dragging. Against
You
the
said
floor.
that this last room we were in was General Grievous?
God damn it. Let me exit. Alright, there we go. Did it put the players there? Yes. Cool. I don't know why your tokens aren't on there, but they should be. Shit.
You have to move them. I think you have to move them from like
The last page to this one?
like you change the view mode, but I think you also have to do something with the tokens as well. Maybe move them to neutral space, like in the gray area, like outside of any of the maps, and then you move to the other map. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know. There was something. Like I said, I watched an actual play where they used Roll20, and I can't remember how many tokens.
Well, I'll see if
You
I
just need
can...
to re-add them, like from the sidebar.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it looks like that's what it's going to be. Evie Lewis in the news.
That's Gale Stratus. Thank you.
You can also resize them so we take up the whole square, I believe.
Yeah, so the first map was not to scale. So this one is. This one's a little bit bigger. Just because I didn't realize that I don't know why it's... Okay, well... It should have been lined up with the squares on there, but it's not. Okay, well...
Man,
because I did...
Honestly, the maps are good.
Thank you.
I'm excited to use Roll20. I think it's a good system.
I made them myself.
She's bigger than... No. Fine, she'll just be normal size.
She will just be normal size. Let me zoom out a little bit more. There we go. Do you guys have control over your characters?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm not in Roll20.
Alright, I'll have to do that each time then, it seems. Okay. Oh, that's not who I wanted. So, as you come down the stairs, again, you see more skeletons. And on this floor, there are 2 doorways that you can see. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Can we check for traps?
Yes. Yeah. Why am I blanking on what that would be?
Investigation.
That's, yeah. Okay, investigation.
It's a 5 total.
Okay.
So probably.
I got a 22.
I
on
got
my
a dirty
investigation.
20.
Okay, so we got a 22 and then a dirty 20. You get to this first floor and you start to comb through for traps. You see a few that may have already been dismantled. But with the you said dirty 20, Nick?
Yes.
Okay. With the 22, there is one right. I'll go ahead and ping it right there, in this set of urns, so that if you started digging into the set of urns, it would shatter and shoot out the shards of the urn.
I say Evie like starts walking over there like there's no traps in this room and is just like heading straight for the urns because she rolled a 5.
Hold it there, Evie. There is in fact a trap there.
I checked.
Not, well, I mean,
You
I
didn't
don't know
check
if you can
good.
see it, but it's right there. I see it very clearly.
All right.
I mean, I didn't see it, but I almost saw it. Do I see any like? I'm keeping an eye out for like cracks or like signs of passage for Reggie's group.
Yeah. So Larson had seen footsteps coming down those stairs, and
Like
then
recent.
they were dusted over, but they were recent enough that you would know that they weren't, forever ago.
Because ostensibly, no one's been here for at least a year. Ostensibly.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, Brad. What are these rooms here?
So in this first room, this top room, it is a little kitchenette. You would assume that most of this temple's cooking would have been done in there. There are a bunch of broken plates, some more bashed urns, some crates up here, a few skeletons, and some silverware down here. There's
I do
also
see-
a little tray of rotting food right there.
I see a couple knives here. Can I take those?
Sure.
Yeah. Are they like would I put them down as like daggers or something?
Let's say throwing dagger. Yeah, daggers is fine.
Okay.
Are these skeletons the same like age as the other skeletons?
Mm-hmm. Yes, but less preserved and much more dusty.
Are they? Can we tell how they died? Like, does it look like there was a battle, or does it look like they all sort of died without wounds? I know there's.
Oh no, so I should have been a little bit more clear. There's a lot of blood splatter, like dried blood splatter or wiped out blood splatter. Not everywhere, but they are, here and there across the walls, things like that. You can see down here in the bottom left room, which would have been some sort of dining room. Each of these chairs has somebody, skeleton bones and rope wrapped around each chair. So you can assume that they would have been tied to the chairs and then killed.
Are they
Or
all wearing the same red armor or insignia?
most of them, yeah. There's also some green as well.
Do we recognize either of these like are they like orders we would know?
No. Nope.
Are they all human? I know that we're all human. Are the skeletons like humanoid?
They are humanoid, yes.
Are they like okay? You know what I'm asking, right? Do they seem like elf skeletons or something crazy? Like, discernibly just different enough that we would notice?
No. You assume that they're human. Because that's what you know.
That's obviously
what
I'm
you
not
know.
working off any information I couldn't possibly have. I'm
Right.
just saying, like, looking at a skeleton, would I be like, that's fucked up?
You would
know,
say
like-
that is a skeleton. That is definitely a skeleton.
Okay, fair enough.
That thing is dead.
Cool. All right.
There's like pointy cartilage laying on the ground.
there's broken bones and such.
What
See this
about
gap
what
in the
about
wall? I'm sorry. Go
guys
ahead.
with like crazy underbites and like tusks or something?
You do not see any tusks that you would. Yeah, no, there's no tusks.
You see this weird gap in the wall on the northeast corner, like right below the stairs? Is that something I can like wedge into and see if there's something
This
behind
one?
the wall, or is that just a mistake of the creation?
That is a mistake of the creation. Yeah, you're talking about up here.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So assume that all of these walls are connected. It was very hard to get them to connect.
No, again, I'm not dunking or anything. I was just making sure it wasn't something to look into. All right.
So-
in that case, I don't see anything else I really want to check out in here, and I'd like to go up those other stairs or down, whichever one's the.
So
correct one.
yeah, it's
Um,
only down.
I'll wait until everyone else is done, obviously, but I'm cool.
is there these people are all wearing like guard outfits and stuff, correct?
Mhm.
Can I check to see if they have anything special on them, or did someone already do that?
No, you can check investigation check.
Yeah, I'm not good at it, so Chad's just gonna start like patting it down, just like meh, and let's see. Investigation, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not great. Not great at all. 7 minus 1, 6.
Okay. Yeah, you pat through these skelly bones, and there's not really too much to find. You find a couple of broken wristlets,
Yeah.
maybe some insignias, but nothing of note.
Yeah, he just shrugs and starts heading towards the stairs.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything on this floor?
I think maybe we don't know what's going on here. Maybe we should proceed with caution at the next level. We kind of came down here sort of guns blazing.
Chad just turns around and goes, "Why? Everything's dead."
Well, we do know of at least 3 people that are not dead that have descended before us.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you know what, Larson, you see more than one set of footprints?
Did I see more than one set of footprints?
That you did. You saw 3.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure his guards were
Yeah,
still around.
that's right. I did. Three footprints.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, all of you have a inspiration. I forgot to tell you. Because you were all prepared and made a hero forge so that I can make them into tokens.
Yay.
Woo!
Woo!
I want you to know,
Inspiration.
which none of you can see it, but I put a lot of effort into the grassy base of my hero on here.
Nice.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw the Discord, but I'm going to read some rules out to you. Did you guys all read the Discord? The game rules thing?
Feel free to read it out.
Okay. So, I made a couple different rules, kind of. Every game, you get 1 luck point. You can use that to do one of 3 things. Give yourself an auto success, give me an auto failure, or brace yourself, and instead of being knocked out, you stay at 1 HP. This will start on level 2. So, not that brace yourself will start on level 2. The other 2 you can do at any time. Compounding criticals, which we talked about, with the if you get a crit hit, all those extra die. Non-magical world, so no healing potions or revivify, but food and bandages and short rests all do some basic healing, while long rests will heal you back to full HP. Conditions like broken arms, sprained ankles, etc. will stay for 1d6 in-game days. On death save, no crit fails. You need 3 successes to survive, 5 to die. On a 19 or 20, you pop back up to 5 HP. Your failures will remain until long rest or healed back to full. And then the last one is, don't forget that you can do extra things with your chosen professions. Use it as a profession roll where you get advantage to the roll because of your profession. That's just kind of like what you do. So for example, in trying to find out what material maybe some of this armor is made out of, Richard could say, hey, I'm a smith. I can do smith stuff. And you would give me a profession roll.
Speaking of, are you rules all good? Can I go or?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. I was gonna ask, can I see how they were killed based on what kind of weapon it was?
Yeah, you see a few that have, and this is just in the armor and the, the materials that they're wearing. You see some probable stab wounds, some slice wounds. There are nothing like broken arrows. Give me a perception check, though.
You got it. That is a 3 plus whatever.
Yeah. A lot of the clothing on these guys are tattered. Very, very tattered and worn. You can see that a lot of them have marks on them, like some sort of rip marks or tear marks or things like that. But nothing really that you can say, oh, that's this. So.
Hey guys, I think these guys got stabbed in themselves.
Oh, yeah, we don't have any weapons or anything, do we? Do we have weapons?
I thought we did because we get the starter weapons.
Yeah,
right?
I thought you.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if
Yeah.
if we were like being like, oops, all normal humans.
Oh god.
Oops, all real life humans.
Yeah, just wasn't sure like how.
That would be terrible.
I mean, my character carries a gun, so I guess that is normal humans in America.
That's
Heyo.
that's true.
Americans.
I
Oops,
always have
all
a short bow
Americans.
with me at any given time.
Casper's fucking strapped, man. He's got like 2 daggers, a short sword, and a bow.
I found a couple daggers.
These are for decoration. They weren't meant to be.
For you're a chef, right?
I'm a smith. I
Oh.
make weapons.
But you don't
just,
use the weapons.
No, I make them for other people, for them to use.
Oh, so how do you know if they're good if you never use them?
It's been passed down for generations, so, hope that my ancestors, didn't, fool me, I guess.
Yeah, everything past generations did was good.
I disagree, but that's okay.
You're telling me you don't do the it will kill test at the end of each blade?
It will kill.
Oh, goodness. I don't even know what that is.
It's when you like cut a cow carcass with a sword.
And you-
Oh, God.
You have to be on Forge
That's
and
so
Fire.
messed up.
And you have the guy go, it will kill.
Richard is a vegetarian.
In this time period?
It's really hard for him.
Don't
Oh,
forget,
no.
don't forget about 100 years ago there was a drought, so there was no crops at all.
That's why it's a meat hole and not a fruit and veggie hole.
Richard is the
He's one of
first
those-
vegetarian. He invented it.
He lives solely on Meg's turnips.
What is everybody's passive perception?
Oh shit.
Just so I'm aware.
I never know how to find my passive perception.
13. It's 10 plus your perception modifier.
Also 13.
9 is mine.
9.
Oh, actually, well, it's 10 plus your charisma modifier. I apologized.
No, it's wisdom. Or,
Is it wisdom?
It's wisdom, yeah.
Oh no! I think
That's
it's
okay.
8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma.
Mine's okay. Then mine is still 9.
9.
Okay. Cool.
It should be on the front of your character sheet on D&D Beyond.
Oh yeah, it is on my character sheet on D&D Beyond. Mine's 13.
It's under saving throws.
14 for Evie.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Anything else that you guys want to do on this floor?
Nope. Just gonna walk upstairs.
Well, after that,
Be stealthy.
yeah, let's just be cautious. I think.
Do you need to move our tokens to like a token layer?
They are on a token layer. I just gotta
Oh.
add them every time.
Can't you just? Isn't there like a hotkey that you can do?
Probably, but
I think it's Control O. It says on here.
Control O.
Switch to tokens layer is what it says. So if you move the next map, maybe you can.
It's all right.
I don't know.
I'm not
Whatever.
impressed about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come down to the next floor. On this floor, you see many more green armored people, skeletons.
Can we check for traps again?
Yep, investigation. And I will say it at advantage because you are being more cautious this time around.
It's 19 for me.
Jesus Christ. That's loud. Holy shit.
What's loud?
We just got a subscriber. Thanks, Nate. That was really loud in my ear hole.
Thank you so much.
How dare you run an ad during my immersive D&D experience?
Well, that's why we do it.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, dude.
Thank you so much.
Jesus.
It's so
Thank you.
nice.
Awesome.
That was so
Thank you. We really
freaking
appreciate
loud.
that.
Did you
Anyway,
know?
back to our immersive D&D experience, please.
Yeah, we will continue with the immersive D&D experience. So you said with advantage you got a 19? Okay. Yeah, again, you see a couple traps. As you... Well, I'll say that you have that investigation as you go around this room, specifically looking for traps.
I
Okay.
don't see the new map on Roll20. I just see it on
because
Twitch.
it's because I didn't move you there. There
Oh,
we go.
Okay, thank
That
you.
would be why.
Wonderful. I am fully immersed again.
Who am I missing?
It's me.
Richard. He's there.
Cool.
Do the traps look
You're
recently
huge.
set?
Everybody forgets I'm here. That's
Dude,
okay.
I'm sorry. Nick, what?
Do the traps look like they've been set recently or they've been set for a while?
So the one that you guys found up above, no, it looks like it had been the same way for a while.
Do we find any evidence of other traps that have been sprung recently?
Not yet.
What about the traps here that we've found?
So, I'm gonna say, Larson, you go into the next room.
Yeah.
And you see all of these beds have been made up, and teared down, and that 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm good at reading and math. All of them have skeletons on them. So they. Oh shit! Did I forget to make a map? I did. Okay, it's all right. We'll pretend. So, you come in here and you see these beds, and the purpose of this room is actually now different. So, you see these beds. Many of them are bloodstained, and the smell down here is getting a little bit worse. As you get up to this one and look under the bed, you do see what might be a... If you had gone any closer to the bed, you would step on sort of a lever, and as you press that lever, it snaps, and the bed itself also folds in on itself. So the bones and the bed all crunch together and then kind of fall back apart.
Holy shit. Do all the beds do that?
No, as you look around, only that one.
But the rest of them have a corpse on it just like this one does, right?
Yeah.
Does this corpse look different than any of the other ones?
Probably got a shattered pelvis.
It now is crunched and bones have snapped in half, but other than that, if you had all gone in at the same time, let's assume that you did, it just looked like a normal skeleton. Normal.
Did it have the same kind of clothing as everyone else?
Yep. So we'll say this one specifically was green, was wearing the green tattered armor.
And are any of the other ones wearing red armor?
The other 3 that are in there. And
Are
then
wearing red
actually,
armor.
and as you look at these 2 specifically, they are not wearing armor. Oh, that's what it is. It's that the map keeps shifting because I keep accidentally moving it. They are not wearing armor. They are wearing what would have been white but are now brown and tattered robes.
Hmm.
Do they look like church robes that people would wear? Like I don't know what our characters know about religion and stuff, but does it look like a religious type of robe?
No, it looks more what's the word? They look more, let's say, royal.
Okay.
If that makes sense. More cushiony robes that are, tattered now at this point, but
Are these like little side tables by the beds?
yes.
Is there any stuff in them?
You see
Like notes or anything like that could give us more information?
sure. Yeah, so on this one, you see, actually, you know what? Hold on. I might be a dirty liar.
While you look through the thing, Richard says,
I'm not.
"Oh, is it wrong to go through these people's stuff? I mean, they're gone, but still feels kind of shady."
As you come over to this one,
Don't worry about
you-
them. They are not gonna care about this stuff anymore.
I'll have it again.
they're gone.
Say so.
Evie's like rifling through one, and like a skeleton's head falls off, and she's like, "I don't use it no more."
So as you look through these notes, you kind of flash back to the scene that you had seen while you were asleep, and you see that this is where they would have brought the armored clad man that we know is Reginald, or was Reginald, and that you see again dried bloodstains that are there. There is another note on the table, but in a language that you can't understand.
I leave it.
You leave it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't even like. I have an intelligence of 8, so I just like look at the papers and I'm like, they're not important,
I'm collecting all these like notes that we're finding in other languages.
and I just leave
If
them
I found any of
behind.
those in the other rooms, I will have taken them.
Okay. Let's say you mark this one as healer's notes.
I would love to take notes, but my character's not smart enough to kind of care.
I need a perception check from everybody. Just real quick.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus. That's terrible.
A 21.
19. No.
6. I'm too
16.
sick to notice.
19 as well.
I rolled a 6. Chad lays on the bed where the notes were and just lays out
That's
on
disgusting.
one of the ones that doesn't have a skeleton on it.
That is foul. That is disgusting. Okay.
Yeah, he just lays out. He's like, oh.
If you got more than an 18, you would notice that the ground has, maybe not the ground, the room has shaken a little bit, and that there's dust and dirt that fall from the ceiling.
Did we hear anything?
Nope. It's slow, but you see kind of, it's like, and the dust seems as though it's going more towards the stairwell that you came down.
Well, that's a tad bit ominous. Perhaps we should be getting along our investigation in case the stability of this here structure starts to come out from under us. And I will try and get the party to move on to the next stairwell.
I don't know what the rush is, man. But
The
sure.
fact of the matter is, there, partner, we got dust coming from the ceiling. I don't trust 1,000-year-old temples to stay standing.
Well, if you insist, let's
Full of
go.
corpses
Yeah.
from a couple centuries ago.
And so,
everything there is to see on this floor.
Okay.
So, as you guys are going down these stairs, they are pretty deep stairs. Probably each stairwell is about 30 steps. So you're going down pretty deep stairwells. And I know that they look like they're going, just up or I guess forward or back. I don't know how to explain it.
Pokemon steps.
But they're Pokemon steps. Exactly. So you are going down to the next floor pretty much in the same spot because it's a spiral, really. They didn't have any actual good spirals for me to use. So, okay, you go to the next floor.
You're telling me your stairs don't follow the golden ratio? Damn.
Okay.
Cool.
Interesting.
This looks.
What am I looking at here? Is this some sort of captain's quarters?
So you come. Oh, that's cool. I could do everybody at once.
And I do insist that we go quietly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you come down these steps.
Clink.
I'm assuming rolling initiative. I'm sorry, not initiative. Roll for initiative. You got the stairs.
Oh no!
That was quick.
Versus the stairs.
The stairs like to move.
Rolling perception. Perception or investigation.
Still with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yep.
Oh, these are getting progressively worse for me. I got a 16 that time.
Okay.
To 10.
6.
In this front
I'm just
area.
barking this whole time.
In this area, there are no traps to be found, but you do come to this door and try to open it, but it is locked.
Can I use my thieves tools to try to pick it?
Sure.
Can Evie use her thieves tool to give the help action?
Yes.
Is that a sleight of hand or?
Yeah, it'll be sleight of hand plus thieves tools or plus proficiency.
Okay. At advantage, right? Because of the help.
Because of the help. Yep.
Okay, that's gonna be a 27.
Yeah. Yeah. You. It takes you about 20 seconds, and you feel just lucky enough that it pops open, and the door opens up, and you see this room. And before we talk about the room, let me kind of talk about the skeletons that you see again. All of them are wearing green armor, except for these two down here, who are also wearing those robes. We'll say healer's robes. We'll call them healer's robes.
So, does context make it seem like the green people are the ones that lived here, and the red armored folk were the ones that attacked them, if that is what happened?
I'll say yeah. You could assume so.
Okay.
Great. Yeah. Based on context clues, what's your intelligence?
Pretty good. So let me see. +2 modifier 14.
Yeah. So you can tell that there was definitely a battle, right? There was definitely a fight, and as you kind of flash back in your mind, you see the different colors of armies. Now that I'm saying it, I feel like I said red and blue in the video. Did I say a color in the video?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
What color was old Reggie wearing?
green. He was wearing green.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What seems to be the function of these rooms? Looks like a big bedroom and maybe a library.
Yep. So
Okay.
as you enter in, and this door is slightly cracked, so you don't have to roll another check. But so this room looks as though it could have been a parlor. We have a little couch and a chair and a desk over here with 2 bookshelves of just tattered and torn books. And as you enter this room, there's a large bed that seems mostly undisturbed. This fire is going. And you can see, as you look down, you can see that there are some slightly wet footprints that looks as though they went that way and then went back out.
I pull my daggers and I go, "Hey y'all, we might have company." Then I wanna. Is there like a desk? Is that a desk on the other wall?
This one here?
Yeah.
That is like a vanity.
Okay.
So it has a
notes.
shattered mirror, and there's rusted and old jewelry on the top.
Notes here, none of that. What's on the chair in front of the fireplace?
The chair, as you sit down, it feels nice and warm, but there's nothing of note on there.
Under his breath, Jasper just goes, "Oh, that's not a chair in want of an ass." And he gets up out of the chair. He goes back in the room. He's like, "I think old Reggie was just here. We just missed his ass."
Can Evie check out these books and see, like, the bookshelves and see if there's anything of interest there?
Yeah, are they in that same language we can't read?
So there are quite a few that are in that same language that you can't read. But you see a few that have like a different dialect of what would be common. So you can recognize some words here and there. You can see one that says how to win friends and influence people, or something similar.
What is everyone's class? I'm a rogue.
Rogue.
A really cool guy.
B, what are you?
I'm a fighter, even though I don't like to fight.
Who's got the highest intelligence?
I have the same.
Got a
as
14.
yours.
Okay.
I have an 8.
What about you?
0.
0 for okay. I want to go. I'm sorry, Peter. What did you say yours was?
Same as yours.
Okay. Can both of us check these books out and see if there's anything that would help us date this library? Like how old all of this is, this outpost, all of it.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Sure. So, roll me a history check. And I need to double back on my notes real quick.
I can give you the help action.
19.
You said 18?
19.
19.
Do you want both of us to do it, or is like one of us doing it at advantage? How do you want to do it?
You can both do it. I can give you 2 different sets of information.
I figure split it up since there's 2 shelves. That's
That
why
makes
I
sense.
That's why I asked.
I got a 16.
Okay.
If Evie was looking, she can give the help action to somebody if you want.
Yeah. Peter, you want to take that help action?
Sure, I'll take that. Yeah. It didn't help, but thank you.
Okay. So I thought I had given a time in which we were, like our specific whatever date. So let's say that you have found on one of the shelves, we'll say Jasper, on the shelf there, closest to the desk that's right in front of you. Let me switch around. Closest to the desk right in front of you, you see what doesn't look like it would have been a printed book, but there is a lot of handwriting in there, and you see a few numbers that you would recognize. Now, let's say, because I thought that I gave a date and I didn't, let's say it's the year 3000. Just year 3. I'm going to write it in chat. 3102 of written history. And this is dated, what you would assume to be a date, of 900. Specifically 902.
Okay, so here's where I go. Holy fuck, right? Like for that long, this place is like extremely well maintained. If that notation is like was a contemporary time with when this base was attacked, right?
And I may retcon this if I can go back through and find in my notes. I don't want to do it right now, but if I can go back through and find a specified date that I gave, which I thought I did, but I must not have, I might retcon this. But it's still going to be the same time span, no matter
time
what.
frame. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
The other thing that really chapping my ass is that Reggie was here. What? 2,900 years ago, or 2,100 years ago. Which is fucked, because the man didn't seem a day over 60 to me. So, starting to get strange.
Well, maybe
Chad just goes, don't be ageist, man. Maybe he just has a really good face care routine.
Honestly, Chad, that's so helpful. I'm glad that you're helping with this.
Yeah.
I'm going to pocket that book.
He was gonna be like, maybe it was just an old book in a new library.
That's fair. Hey, that's fair. I'm just trying to do my, I'm just trying to figure
first
something.
edition prints are really rare.
That's honestly so true. Yeah, and honestly, if it was just handwriting, you wouldn't think in a space this old that it would have been preserved as well.
Absolutely.
And so, Larson, as you're looking through books, you find something similar. Another dated book. This one looks like a diary, or would have been a diary, with 1268 as the most recent year date, or what you would assume is the most recent year date.
Can you read the diary? Like, is the diary in that language?
The diary is in that language. Oh, it's in the unintelligible language. Yeah.
I want to. I mean, assuming Larson tells us that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I
go, all right, and I throw the book that I had back on the shelf, and I go, that's our new date. As far as we know, it's 1,800 years ago. We fucked.
Hey, listen. There is no human way. She doesn't know what she's saying. For someone to live that long. Like, we live for 70 years.
70 years top, and frankly, as far as I know, there's not any sort of long-living race that potentially might have, pointy ears or anything like that. That was potentially was there before the sun was created and lived in the light of the trees.
Potentially, but that's all nonsense.
That's all nonsense. It's nonsense made up by a man who loved linguistics.
Dad goes, he's like, I don't know about you, but my heart rate rests at 40, and I'm gonna live to be 110 easy.
It's based on my diet,
All you gotta do is Matt, you gotta try paleo. I mean, I know we're all on paleo right now, but the moment you cut out bread, game changer.
We live in a world where bread is like 90% of our diet because we're poor farmers.
Right, but if you cut out the bread, you see, this is why my bros eat all your turnips.
Hey man, here's the fact of the matter. I'm canonically Matthew McConaughey ripped. I'm also Matthew McConaughey stinky. So I'll tell you that right now.
So as you say that, again, you see dust and grime start to fall from the ceiling, a little bit quicker this time.
All right, it's time to move, y'all. And I again point out the dust in case anyone else wasn't paying attention to it.
I wasn't.
I go towards the stairwell.
But stealthily, please.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He tries to go stealthily.
Hey, Chad, if you don't go stealthily, it doesn't matter how calm your heart rate is. Like, you're gonna get shot in the face with something.
Natural 20.
You are stealthy as fuck.
You like
Chad does that. Chad does that weed cough where it's all internalized and seems to be like.
That one.
You like disappear in front of Evie while she's talking to you, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh,
Awesome. Oh no, I don't like this. I don't like this.
If we're rolling stealth, let's see. I have to roll with disadvantage. I got a 12.
I also got a natural 20.
Nice. Let's waste them all now.
Yeah, let's waste them on the stealth check. That probably doesn't matter.
You are all assuming that you're hidden, or that you're being
I got
stealthy.
20. I got a 23 on my.
I mean, that's a 28 for me.
It's a 21 for me, but still.
I only got a 17.
Come on, Richard.
Only- Click, clunk, click, clunk. Oh, I said I only got a 12.
Yeah.
Because
Hey,
it's our
honestly-
click clunky down the stairs. I'm a
Not
big,
bad.
hefty boy.
I mean, averaged out, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you guys think that you're stealthy, but as you come down the stairs, now I will say, because I thought that I put something on here that I didn't, I must have saved the wrong one. We'll say something. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I know what I was going to say. Don't worry about it. So the 5 of you come down the stairs here. And this is exactly what you see. You see 4 skeletons laid out in such a way. All of them are wearing green.
Are they bigger than normal?
Yeah. Are they actually this tall?
Yes.
How tall are they? Like literally 10 feet tall?
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys, I have a theory.
Yeah. Please, I'm all ears.
Okay, so if you guys had the same dream I did, I think that lady, she was calling for healers. I think near the end. What if she sacrificed all these healers to bring back the Gerald boy? Gerald,
Reginald?
Timothy. Yeah, that guy. Oh,
We've
knew
met
something
him.
with the
Like 20 minutes ago.
R.
We literally just said bye to him. I don't even know where he is. That's the whole reason we came down here, right? Is to find Reggie.
I want to look at these skeletons and be like, sincerely, what the fuck? Why are they so tall?
Yeah.
I
so
mean, seems normal to me. Just tall dudes.
you come up
2
to.
feet tall dudes? When was the last time you saw a 10-foot tall dude, Chad?
I mean, Vlad is like almost 7 foot, so it's possible. I think it's possible.
I'm pretty sure Vlad also sustains himself off human plasma.
You say a lot of things, but that's hurtful, bro. That's hurtful.
Honestly, you're right.
Yeah, that's
I was
really
uncalled for. I
assumptive.
apologize.
How dare you? Shouldn't assume, man. You know what assuming does? It makes an asshole out of yourself.
That's not how that phrase goes. Yeah, honestly, Chad,
I'm pretty sure
I do apologize. That was out of line.
The only way I heard
Thank
it.
you.
Vlad seems like a real stand-up guy.
He really is, right?
Yeah,
He buys.
I mean,
I mean,
Something
just-
stands up on him, and I'm pretty sure it's fangs. Why are these guys so tall?
So yeah, you look at this guy, in green armor, and just the bone length and width. So the length is longer, the width is smaller on these bones,
The boy's been stretched.
as though the bones had been stretched.
Got some stretchy boys down here.
You think they were put on a rack or something?
I mean, to add an
Yeah.
additional like 4 feet of height, they had been put on a rack for a very long time.
Does the armor fit them?
It does, but it doesn't look like this. It looks like the same type of armor that was on the others, but it is a different fit. It is much more broad.
Is it stretched also, like it's thinner than the other armor is?
Looked like it was made for their body or
looks like it
stretched
was-
to be.
It looks like it was made for their bodies.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
Alright.
These
And
guys
there's-
are stretched like spaghetti. What the
And
hell?
give me an investigation check for more details.
Do we see Reggie anywhere or any sign of Reggie?
give me an investigation check for more details.
I got
Investigation.
15.
15.
If I do
52.
another,
Maybe.
Sorry, I do another roll for traps. Is it also an advantage still, or no?
Yep.
We can use one of my inspiration points.
You can. You can use your inspiration point. You can also use your auto success point if you'd like.
I would like to use my auto success point.
Yeah, give me. Yeah, okay. I just got a 19 instead of the 15.
Actually, no, I don't want to do an auto success.
So use your inspiration, Nick.
Inspiration.
Okay. Yeah. So what were you looking for again? What were you asking?
I want more info about the stretchy boys. I feel like that's super relevant. Somehow.
So as you are looking across their bodies, you can see flame marks as though they had been burnt in different places. You also see excessive stab cuts through their tabards, and that's on all of them. They all have a very similar
Because it looks like a
texture.
pattern.
Does
No,
the blood look
not a
like it
specific
was
pattern.
Does the blood stain look like it was red?
Yes.
Are the skulls also stretched?
The skulls are elongated a little bit.
Ew.
Weird.
They have thinner.
How does that even work?
They have thinner bone to them. If you pick one up, it has thinner bone. But it looks different than a normal human skull. You can tell. You've seen some dead bodies before. Probably some murders in your lifetime. And you've seen skeletons, and obviously you've seen skeletons today. It looks vastly different.
What about their weapons? What about their weaponry? What did they use?
The weapons are much larger as well, to match their torso size.
Sort of normal, like
Still normal. Still normal weaponry like sword. So I'll be very specific. This one has a sword that is much larger. It would be considered a great sword for you. This
Seems
one
sharp.
it's chipped. Nothing that Richard probably couldn't fix up.
Does it look
Yeah,
like
hey,
it's
Richard,
like ornate
Richard,
or
what about
good?
the quality of the construction of these weapons and armor here?
Ooh, let me see.
They seem like they're like spec ops guys or what?
Let me check it out. Let me see. Are these spec ops? God.
So give me a profession roll.
Wait, what? A profession roll?
Yeah. So that's what I was
What's
talking
that?
about earlier with the extra things with your chosen profession. So you get advantage to your roll. We're just going to say it is proficiency. So a roll plus proficiency plus advantage.
I will say you can add a custom skill in D&D Beyond.
Mhm.
So you could add profession
Plus
in there.
anything? Is it plus anything?
Plus your proficiency. So I think 2
My
right now.
proficiency. Okay, my proficiency. Yeah, I don't see my. Oh, plus 2, yeah. So that was 18, 19, unnatural 20.
Okay, yeah.
What stat is it, by the way?
It's just going to be your plus your proficiency with advantage.
Oh, okay.
So no specific stat. Well, I'll write up whatever stat it is. So it's going to be pretty much for your chosen profession, right? So maybe for Richard we can say strength, if we want to add, because Richard is a smith and needs to work with a lot of tools. Well, I'll figure it out. For now, we're just going to say profession. I'm sorry, proficiency plus advantage. But so on this sword, as you lift it up, it is very, very heavy, but it is a normal sword. You can see that the steel would maybe be considered Damascus steel if we were using current day terminology, which was a little bit different than the other steel that you'd seen on the other floors. So, on this specific one, you see that. As you go down to this one and look at the axe that it has a dual-headed axe. Same material, except for the shaft is made out of a broken wood. So as you lift it up, the head of the axe falls as the rest of the shaft snaps.
Can I take these?
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a little bit heavy, but
Okay, that's fine. I'm totally fine with taking these. I'm above 4.
Are they of such like preferable quality that if one of them were to have a dagger, I could replace my short sword with it?
you mean like this
Is it a
one?
good short sword?
This
It would be
specific
mine.
one has that one down here has 2 daggers that are of what Richard can tell pretty good make. They are also chipped, but if fixed, would be pretty good.
It's like, I don't know, character stat wise, would they be like better than a regular short sword?
Yeah,
Same thing for the greatsword.
yeah.
I'll take one of the daggers to fix up to use as a short sword.
Does
Okay.
anybody perchance have the equivalent of a longbow?
Unfortunately, no.
This
I
seems
gra-
like it is weaponist. It's bullshit.
I
So-
grabbed the greatsword. I
Oh,
run it
have
happily to
guns.
Richard. Can you like fix this?
Oh yeah, bud. I'll fix this right up for you.
So
Make
the
it awesome. Yeah.
so the last one, this one is wearing the same armor as others, but it is wearing a set of gloves that is not like the others. The gloves are ornate. They are leather, but they are ornate in different gems. They do not look like the Infinity Gauntlet, so I don't want to hear that joke. But let's say a sapphire, a ruby, and an emerald just sitting right there.
Can I have
Um,
them?
I mean, up to you.
Actually, pick up both of these daggers, by the way. Just want you to know.
Okay.
Can I rip them off of this scaly boy?
Yeah.
Can I put it on?
Sure.
Be like,
You-
Lark, do you want one of these gloves?
Are you asking? Who are you asking?
Larson. I feel like me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear. Yeah. I would love that. Yeah, I would like that. Yeah.
You want
Shiny thing, please give.
left or right?
Left,
Left.
of course.
Toss in the left glove.
Lefty. Sweet.
Potentially, we'll need to put these together at some point in the future, but for right now, while it's just a glove, I feel like we should both have one.
Hey, Richie. Let me tell you what I'm thinking here about these. All right. I bring them the daggers. I go. Let's say this is good quality steel, right? You know, you figured that out.
Yeah, Damascus steel.
Would you say I commission you to, once we get back to town, melt these suckers down, make me a couple daggers, a short sword, and some arrowheads out? How's that? That sound like something
Okay.
you do too?
Yeah, how many daggers are you handing me right
just
now?
a whole. I mean, use up all the steel if you want.
Good.
Keep what you don't. Keep what you don't use.
Daggers.
Make a short bow, and I'll use it. Or a long
Out
bow.
of steel.
Out of steel. I'll be so strong.
I'll give you some of the arrowheads. That was my fix because I also have a bow.
If you
No.
want more bullets, that would be good.
Yeah, making bullets out of it. Would be
Yeah, so
Bullets.
that is the plan for me. If you're cool with that, I would like to commission Richard to make me some shit.
Sure thing, bud. How about instead of paying me, maybe you could help me with a personal issue?
Oh yeah, whatever you want, man. I get it.
Okay,
Good thing
thanks,
that
bud. I'll
there's a-
talk to you.
They're getting rid of the weird turnip man under the bridge because he's not okay.
You want me to murder
Yeah,
the
he's
turnip man?
weird.
No, I want you to like take him to a doctor. He's not.
That's honestly, yeah. You know, frankly, Chalice does need to do better about its mental health services.
Oh, that's all right. We're starting a new social program,
Be
so
fun
we'll
see
be
you
happy to
watch,
help
that's
one.
all. That's all. I
Get
say,
back and talk
yeah.
to the Thads.
re-requisition, crown funds into better social programs and first responders that are not cops.
So, as you are all discussing this, I want one more perception check. And you all see, without even worrying about a perception check, you all see the dust and dirt fall from the ceiling. And you actually see a brick land about here that came from the floor above, which was a pretty tall floor. So
It's a natural one for Evie, so
Okay.
maybe she's like playing with one of the elongated skulls.
Okay.
Why are you doing that? Oh. I got 11 up too focused on Evie playing with skulls, like, oh, that was somebody's body.
She like
So-
Should we?
You know what? I'm going to introduce something that I've introduced into one of our home games. But I didn't realize that there was actual ruling on it until I saw a TikTok recently. And we're going to go ahead and add sanity rolls to this. So,
Sanity mechanics for 5e?
yeah,
I love
it's in the
it.
DMG, which I
Yeah,
didn't
it's really
realize.
cool.
Yes.
Which book? I'm
Thank
sorry. Which book was it in?
you.
It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide. It is specifically
Yeah.
page 265.
Yep.
Oh
So.
my god. Yes.
I'm gonna need Richard to give me a sanity check. Well, I guess we didn't talk about the numerical
whatever.
values. Yeah.
I'm not very. Is it just
Well,
a straight roll?
So
or
yeah, it
something?
doesn't give me a specific number.
Um,
Let's say that everybody has 5 sanity, and that is a value. Yeah, I remember playtesting a sanity game with Chris a few years ago. That was with MT Black's Cthulhu game. Not Cthulhu game. It was, I think, Sherlock Holmes or something like that. But yeah,
you
I did a
tested it
couple of
with us
those.
too.
Yeah, I did a couple of those. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, so we'll say that everybody has 5 sanity. Richard, go ahead and roll for now. Let's just say you need to beat 10.
Okay.
No specific.
yeah, I mean 10. Good.
Cool. Then you're fine. You just get a little bit of a heebie-jeebie
He's just, like,
vibe.
holding the skull at you, and she's got like her thumb under the jaw, and is like, "Whoa."
I've
barf
got a
on your
lovely
hand and
bunch
the
of
skull.
coconuts.
Chad looks up and goes, I think something's up there. We should probably leave. Yeah?
Is it a ghost?
Where's Reginald? Is there somewhere else? Can we like proceed down the spiral staircase, or does it end?
You know, I was going to make a cool little side room here instead. But yeah, you can continue down the staircase.
Do you want a cool little side room?
No, we can continue down the staircase. It's okay. I've already said it, so any sort of roll wouldn't matter.
Okay.
You continue down the staircase. Let's imagine that there is a very similar setup on this floor. As though you just came down the stairs. But there are no corpses down here.
Can we?
Just a big old empty room?
Just a big ass empty room.
Can
Is
we
there
check
like a
for Reggie?
exit to this room?
There is no egress that you can see.
Can we check for Reggie? Can we check for traps?
You
we
can
see-
check for
Yeah,
both
can I look around
Reggie
for Reggie
traps.
and look? You know.
So, you see, well, yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
For investigation or perception for Reggie?
Investigation.
15.
I'll roll good
14.
investigation. 6.
Okay, so you see, I'm sorry, who had 16?
I rolled
No,
a 6.
Nobody. 15. Who rolled 15?
Evie.
Okay. So, Evie, as you are looking about for any sign of Reggie, you see that over here, there are footprints. There's very, very light, but still wet footprints moving from the end of the staircase over to that wall.
Evie like tries. Just thieves can't doesn't work in this world, right?
Thieves can't?
Thieves can't.
You can.
This isn't
Thieves?
magical,
Yeah,
is it?
thieves can't's not magical. It's just.
Okay.
It's like Pig Latin.
She's gonna in Pig Latin say like, I think Reggie's through this door to everyone.
I nod at you because I also have thieves' cans, and I follow you over there.
And then she's gonna look at Richard and Chad and be like,
I draw my daggers again.
yeah, her bow is out.
As you're all talking about this, you see and hear. So you see the dirt and dust falling from the ceiling, as well as a few bricks. And as you look up, you see a large brown face peering through the ceiling, looking down at you. And all of a sudden you hear... Oh, that was disgusting.
Is it a creature or a person?
You have never seen whatever the hell this is.
This does not seem natural or like it's appropriate for the level of experience that I have.
Just go. Now, I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to display any sort of good or ill will, and then I'm going to throw this here dagger in your eye.
So the ceiling's about 30 feet up.
I say that loud.
Okay.
Evie's gonna aim her bow because it will absolutely shoot 30 feet.
Yeah, you're right. I holster my daggers, pull my bow.
It screams again, and then as you loose your arrow, it disappears, and you hear sounds coming from the stairwell.
Let's go in this secret room. Right?
I'll take that. Yeah, and I help you try and open the door.
Let's go in the secret room.
You try to enter this small passageway, and you can't fit through.
Reginald, you stupid fuck, let us in.
Reginald smaller than us?
No.
She's like pulling out the door. Can she make a perception check to try to see how the door works?
Sure. You roll perception. And as you're trying to feel your way and figure out how to get through this space from the stairwell that we're saying is here, you hear stomping and screaming, and dust is not the size of that. Dust is falling from the ceiling.
It was a 7.
17. So you find, as you run your fingers across the inside, you find what feels to be some sort of intricate lock that you would have to put something into to open the door.
Like, can she try to pick it?
You can try at disadvantage.
I'll cover you.
And as you're doing that,
I will cover.
Can I use my auto success for this?
Can I use my auto success?
you can use your auto
Okay.
success.
Can I hold my action for if I see that creature again to attack it?
Sure. As Evie is taking the time to open this, I'm going to say with your auto success, it's going to take about 30 seconds. Okay. So, as you are picking this, because it is a very intricate lock, it's not really something that you may have felt or seen before, but you can figure it out. You've done enough to know that you could figure it out. And this creature is coming down the stairway. Chad, it opens, you are able to see it. So what do you do?
I immediately attack it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm just holding my action, right? So.
Yep, that's what you said. Yep.
Yeah, so I attack it immediately.
Okay. Right.
With my, I guess my greatsword.
The new weapon. Or your original.
Well, the new weapon is messed up, right?
Correct. That's why I asked.
Yeah, my original, because the new weapon needs to be fixed up. So, yeah.
Roll to hit.
That is a 7.
A 7 does not hit. As it comes down the
Yeah.
stairwell,
Oh,
you
God,
you
first
go to
roll,
hit it,
terrible.
and it moves its shoulder in such a way that you then clank against the wall. The wall of the stairwell, I mean.
Yeah.
With that, let's roll some initiative. First combat of this
Yeah.
campaign. Let's roll initiative and take a 5-minute break because I need to use the restroom. So,
Awesome.
we will be right back. are back. So we have our initiative order. First is going to be the creature, then it's going to be Larsenost, then Jasper. What am I hearing? What is this? I have Twitch open. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. There. Okay. So, yeah, in that order. So, and I know that the creature looks like it has a club. That's because that's the only option that there was. So, it does not have a club. It only has its hands. It is going to run up and attack Chad, because
Fair.
that is who
Hey, I'm
attacked,
gonna be
and right in
I'm
front.
gonna be up in the other corner covering Evie.
Yeah, I was also planning on being over there.
Okay,
And
yeah,
real-
let's talk about positions.
And real quick, I do have a thing for when Evie does get attack is while wearing a shield, a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet. You can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll.
Yep. Are you over here or are you over by Evie?
I'm going to be as close to the monster as possible.
Okay. Cool. So it's going to attack Chad. Does a
And it gets
17.
disadvantage.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
17 hits. Okay.
Is that with disadvantage?
Why would it get disadvantage?
Because while wielding a shield, the creature you can see that attacks another creature within 5 feet of you, you can use a reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll.
So you're using the reaction now to do that?
Yes, I'm using my fighting style protection for Chad. I'm going to go in front of it with my shield.
Okay. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah, that still hits.
Okay.
Dang it.
I'm full meat. I don't have any armor.
You don't have armor?
No, I'm a barbarian.
Oh. Why did I...
First
Oh,
level-
yeah, that's right.
First level barbarian,
Well,
yeah.
So this creature reels back and clocks you right in the face. You're going to take 7 damage.
Oh, God, that's like half of my shit.
Oof.
Oh my god. Okay. That's not great.
Next up, and it roars again in your face. Next up is going to be Larson. So I know that it doesn't look like it because I didn't put anything down, but let me put up a sort of thing, because it is a stairwell, right? So don't forget that there's a stairwell there that is blocking you. So if you wanted to get into a let's see, freeze. I'm going to use this as the stairwell, even though it's not a stairwell. That's the stairwell. Oh.
Oh, still stairwell.
That's a stairwell. Let's just say it's that. Okay.
Okay, so would there be any way for me to like get line of sight behind him, or will I have to kind of be in his line of sight?
So he's currently in the stairwell. So you would have to be somewhere over here to see him.
Okay.
I would say here you could see him.
Okay,
which is
cool. Yeah,
definitely enough distance.
Yeah, I'll go there. And shoot him.
Okay, roll the hit.
Ooh, that's not gonna work, I don't think. 9 to hit.
9 does not hit.
Yeah, bad roll. Okay.
Yeah. So you fling the arrow. It just whizzes by its head and clinks against the wall, and it looks up and sees you.
I wasn't joking. I am a gunslinger. Like I have a gun, so I'm shooting at it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you shoot at it, and it definitely pings up against the wall. It hits the wall and ricochets up, and you can hear the clinking of the bullet roll down the stair.
Cool.
The sound echoes through the chamber, and it's harsh on everybody's ear.
Richard is convulsing, like, what is this?
Yeah, it probably went right past Richard's head.
Don't y'all worry about it. I know I'm a little better shot than that. Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of take half cover or whatever cover I can get from behind that stairwell, like take a step back towards Evie or whatever.
Okay. What was your distance? What was your?
My walking speed is 30 feet.
Okay, so you can move. Why is it not letting me?
Yeah, like just like 5 feet or whatever.
Okay, it's not. Oh, that's why. Yeah, so you can move there.
Perfect.
You are back out of line of sight. Next up is going to be Jasper.
I'm just gonna shoot it with an arrow.
Okay, you got to get into range. So remember, just like the.
Definitely in range with an arrow.
So here, let's So it's in the stairwell. It's in the stairwell.
Where's the opening?
Down here.
Okay, then okay. So I'm gonna come like down right, like cat a corner with Larson.
Okay.
Shoot from like down one more.
What's your speed?
Right there. Right there.
What's your speed?
30, 40.
40. Okay, yeah. So you can get within range, but then you will stay within range. You're not gonna be able to move after that. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
And that is 8 damage.
Okay.
With my short bow.
Where the? Oh, I had a calculator up doing it. Okay. So 8 damage. Cool. Yeah. You pierce it in the shoulder. It roars and it looks out at you. Did you want to do anything else? Did you have a bonus action or anything?
I throw. No, I would have had him holstered. I was gonna say, could I throw a dagger as a bonus action? But I'd have to have attacked. With
You can prepare. I'll say that you can prepare it to throw for next time. You can prepare too.
Does he look like he's coming out of the stairs?
Yes.
Does he look like he's spoiling for a fight?
He's coming down. He's coming down.
Okay, then for a bonus action, I'm gonna holster my bow and arrow and pull out my daggers.
Okay. Chad, you're up. You're muted.
All right.
There you go.
Can I? Yeah, I know. I usually keep it muted. Can I get over here?
So,
Like, but
let's-
still like stay in his range. You know?
that would be climbing up the stairway. I'll say.
Can I climb up the stairway to get kind of a sort of angle on him to possibly give me advantage?
No, you would have to like go through him. He is wide enough that he's taking up the whole stairwell.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna rage.
Bonus action rage.
I'm gonna bonus action rage, of course,
Cool.
and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna hit him.
Cool. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right. Come on, buddy. All right, that's 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Great. Okay, that is 14 damage.
14 damage. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 and a 6 plus my 3 modifier.
Very cool. All right.
Oh wait, sorry, 16 damage. Forgot about my rage.
Cool. Yeah, you hit it good, and it screams out. And that's it. Unless you want to move.
Is there any way I could try and... No, grappling would probably take a full action.
Correct.
Okay. No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, Evie, you are up. You have 2 options. One, you continue to pick this lock, or you can not. I'll say that this is like a concentration type thing. So obviously, if you leave, it breaks concentration. Or if the creature attacks you, you have to roll against it.
Does her auto success go away?
If you walk away, yes.
Don't walk away.
All right, she's gonna be like, "You guys got it." And then,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
And then she's just gonna keep picking away.
Okay.
We probably don't got it.
Like, it sounds.
I'm not gonna
real
tell her that.
bad. what the fuck was that boom? And she's just like, you know.
Chad's like pouring blood from his face. It's fine. I got it.
Probably we had a magical way of just reviving ourselves. That'd be fantastic.
Wait, we don't? Oh yeah.
That's pure that would never exist in a game or real life.
Richard, you are up.
Oh god, I guess I gotta attack. I'm gonna attack with my great sword.
Okay, hold a hit.
Oh, let's see. Roll into hit, and it is taking too long to roll, so I gotta roll myself. Boop. That is a 17 plus 5.
Yep, that hits.
That hits. Okay, so a 2d6 plus 3, going to that is a 9 damage.
Okay.
I'm just freaking out. Like,
anything
I'm
else?
just like, hate it. I think that's all I got.
Okay.
How's he looking?
He's looking all right.
Doing good.
So with that, I'm gonna have Richard roll a sanity again. Has to beat 10.
Yeah.
Actually, let's say it has to beat 11.
Has to be 11. That's fine with me. I got a nat 2.
Okay, so you take a rank of insanity, or you lose a sanity. So
I lose a
nothing bad at this moment, but
forcing.
okay. Next up is back to the top of the round. It's gonna go ahead and attack Chad again. 18. I'm assuming hits.
Force a reroll.
You force the reroll,
I mean, unless someone else wants to.
but you can't because you used your auto success.
But can I use my inspiration to force you to reroll?
Sure. Yeah. Fuck it. You want to
I
do
mean,
that?
If that's not how it works, that's fine.
No, that's fine with me.
I can do force reroll while you do the lock.
That's fine.
Okay, awesome. I'll do force reroll.
Does a 14 hit? You're muted.
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
Okay. You are going to
Oh
take
wait, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I used mine. Sorry.
9 damage.
Half that.
Okay, so you're going to take 4 damage.
Uh-huh.
Cool. And after it does that, it's going to rip its arms up and slam onto the ground. And as it slams onto the ground, you see some bricks start to fall from the floor near you.
Mm-hmm.
And as they fall, well, they're in flight. We'll just say that. Next up is going to be Larson.
I'm gonna peek out and shoot at this thing again.
Okay.
Is there any chance that I can kind of like use this stairwell situation to get advantage on the shot because like you can't see it coming, or is that too much?
I'm going to say that's too much.
That's fine. I
Yeah.
thought I would ask.
No, that great question. Normally I would, but if you think about it, you could shoot behind and try to hit it in the back, but then if it misses,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Okay, this one probably will hit. It's 21.
yes.
Good to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Alright, for 8 points of damage. Dang.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that bullet pierces its other shoulder, and you see it go straight through and clink into the wall.
Sweet.
And what is your reload situation?
Yeah, so because I have the gunner feat,
Mhm.
I ignore the loading property of the firearm, so I
Okay.
can just shoot.
Cool.
I do have a limited quantity of bullets, but we can worry about that later.
Yeah, I was gonna say keep track of your ammos.
I am. Yeah, and then I'll just kind of duck back to where I was.
Yep. So you pop in, pop out. All right. Next, Jasper.
Okay. Okay. I let's see. I already rolled my to hit.
Mhm.
Both daggers. One was a 22 to hit, and the other one
Mhm.
was a 19.
Yep, both hit.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use. Let's see.
And these are the chipped daggers that you picked up, or
No, these are just my regular ones.
okay, and you're throwing them.
No, what? No, I'm coming in to actually hit him.
Okay.
Because I have mobile. So how far was my movement?
From here, let's see, about 30 feet.
Okay, cool. So I basically do a drive by.
Okay.
I hit him with both daggers, chap chap, and I do piercing damage. I don't provoke creatures I've attacked that. Then
Okay.
I disengage, lowercase d, and then
Right.
move my extra 10 feet. I'm gonna go just back the way I came, like a backflip or something.
Oh, okay, sure. All right.
Oh, and sorry, the damage was 11 damage.
Okay.
When I do 2-weapon fighting, do I not get the like strength modifier?
The second
damage.
one I thought was even at disadvantage, if I'm not
I don't
mistaken.
think it's a disadvantage. I think you don't add your proficiency or something.
It's something. I never do 2-weapon fighting, so I don't pay attention.
It's in. Do you have the PHB sitting right there?
I don't, but I'm gonna pull it up on my
I
phone.
thought you did have it. 1 second.
It says on D&D Beyond, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding with the other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack.
Cool.
So in that case, it is 11 damage.
It is 11. Okay, cool. All right. And then you back out. Okay, Chad, you are
And up,
up.
stab, backflip.
Chad is gonna kind of like double over and cough up like an extreme amount of blood, and he's gonna inhale, and he's gonna go ahead and kind of like smiling a little too crazily, rear back, and then just bring his greatsword down again.
Okay, roll to hit.
He is not looking good. Alright. Let's see. That is a...
I'm sorry, would I have gotten sneak attack since he was like flanked and all that?
Yeah, you would.
I got a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Alright, come on. 11 points of damage.
And I got an
Oh,
extra
sorry.
4 from the sneak attack.
13 points of damage. Forgot about rage again, so...
Okay. It's starting to look pretty shitty.
Okay.
Do you do anything else?
Not too easy to remember Rage, huh?
No,
Oh, it's
I
super
remember.
easy. It's super easy.
Says the person I remembered both times, didn't I? I mean, me personally, my guy, he's not doing good, but he'd stay there. You'd
Okay.
want to make sure that thing didn't get past him, so he's
Alright.
gonna stay.
Sounds good.
Also, sorry to interrupt. So, would I have gotten a sneak attack as well when I shot at this guy because of flanking, or no?
Yeah,
Because it's a finesse weapon, yeah.
yeah,
Right?
Oh,
We count a gun
okay.
as finesse weapons. So,
Yeah.
in the
you're-
future,
are you both rogues?
all three of
Yeah.
them are rogues, yeah.
Then yeah, absolutely, you'd all get it. Because we're
So did
flanking
you get
him.
my 4 extra damage?
I did.
Fine.
Yep, I did. And then so
I didn't know if we'd get flanking, because
Af-
that's why I was asking if we got flanking before.
So after this point, if you don't remember your sneak attack, too bad, so sad.
Gotcha. Okay, it was 2 damage for
Okay.
sneak attack.
Cool. And that actually brings it into like the next tier of it looks like shit. So, it's not looking great. Next up is gonna be Evie.
she's like, still gonna pick the lock. She's like, "Are you sure you got this? Holy shit, it sounds bad."
It's going fine. Hey, I stabbed him twice, and I think I don't know what Larson's got, but that's about 6 seconds of conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, you're still doing the
Yes.
Okay. Next up, it's gonna be Richard.
Okay, let's just hit it again. I'm gonna zero all. Let's see. Do we get an inspiration and a force reroll, or one or the other?
What do you mean?
Chris?
What do you mean?
Okay, so you said we get.
You get an inspiration and an auto success thing.
Okay, so I already used my auto success for the door, so I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, you. I used my. You used it, so I didn't use an auto. Wait, I used it for something else. I can't remember. But okay then. I have inspiration though.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna
You can
try
do
to
that.
do that to re-roll. Let's see, to get advantage. My first roll was 6 + 5, so that's definitely. I don't think that's enough. And then a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nope.
You do.
Darn.
You do crit. Yeah. So remember the
Yay.
rules of crit. It's a compound crit.
Yay!
So what that means is, let me pull it back up. When you roll a natural 20, you can roll again. As long as you hit, the damage compounds, and you can roll again to try to compound again. Each additional compound is max damage. So, you already do one set of max damage. So what's your max damage?
Okay. My max damage is 2d6 plus 3.
Okay. And go ahead and roll to hit again.
Okay, rolling to hit again. Is 9 + 5.
That hits. So you get
That hits, okay.
extra damage. One more?
Yay!
Or keep going, I should say.
Keep going?
Mm-hmm.
For
Keep rolling
hitting?
until you miss.
You roll until you miss.
Okay.
But the challenge, the number, the AC increases each time. So
Okay.
I'm keeping track of that too.
That's 15 + 5. So a nat 20.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
Keep hitting? Oh my gosh.
Keep
Do
going.
I roll damage for this? You go? Okay.
I'm paying attention. You're good.
17 + 5?
Another one.
And another one. Do I keep going?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 7, so.
All right. So you did 48 plus 2d6. Roll your 2d6. Actually, I'm sorry. 51 plus 2d6.
I'm just like, I don't know what this is. Okay, I'm just crying like full snot on 2d6. Okay, so that's an 8.
Okay. 8 total.
Yeah, 8 total.
This fucking thing is on its last legs.
No fucking
No
way.
way!
Lovely.
It is like you got it
I
like
knew you had it in you, Richie.
straight through. You just right through its inside while closing your eyes and screaming because there's something too. Yeah. Jesus fuck.
Full snotting, crying, just like not good. Having a really bad day. Also, what does this thing look like?
It looks like the thing that's on there, if you can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
A dragon and a person.
Well, there's no that's the stairwell. The dragon is the stairwell.
Okay.
The dragon is a stairwell. It's a t-shirt.
The dragon is a farewell.
Sounds like a song. I love it.
Okay.
Okay, but it looks like a.
It's fucked. It's fucked is what it is. It's gonna take a deep breath and try to grapple Chad. 21.
Oh.
New round. I'm gonna use my disadvantage thing. Fighting style protection.
So, okay. So not 21, but 18.
He's gonna grapple me?
He's
Not
gonna
hit
grapple
me?
you. He's not
Can I
gonna
make
hit
an
you.
auto fail? Can I use my auto
You
fail?
can use your auto fail.
Yeah, auto fail that.
It goes to reach you, and you duck out of the way just in time. And as it does that, it stumbles and it falls and crashes to the ground. And as it crashes to the ground, some more bricks start to fall, and it starts pushing itself up, and it's trying and it's trying. Next up is going to be Larson.
Maybe we shouldn't kill it. We should figure out what it is, right? You guys, have you ever seen anything like this before,
You
right?
have never seen anything like this.
Evie's just like, fucking kill it, good
It's gonna kill us.
Is there a way I could get into melee range of it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do that, and I'll pull out my rapier and swing at it.
Rapier.
It is prone, so
Does that mean advantage?
that means I'm pretty sure auto hit. Let me double check.
It means,
It means advantage for melee.
Cool. Yep. Roll to hit.
Okay, 25 to hit.
25 does in fact hit.
And that gets sneak attack as well, correct? Because it was advantage.
That would be correct.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. 1d8. 7 plus 4, 11.
With that damage, you pierce it through its spine, and you see it go, and it slams onto the ground again and starts convulsing a little bit. As it convulses, you see some more bricks from throughout the room start to fall. But it goes limp, and it is dead. Whatever this thing
Yeehaw!
is.
I look at Larson and I go, we're going to have a talk about that after this. And then I go and be like,
About this, I'm like waving around my gun. This
yeah,
thing?
please. Hey, that cannot be legal. I don't worry about it. Thank you for killing the horrible monstrosity.
Chad
You could
falls
thank-
to his
you
knees
could
and
thank
starts
Rob
dry
for this.
heaving.
Dry heaving?
Yeah, and he's like grabbing his he's at 3 hit points, so I'm guessing he's probably got a couple bruised ribs.
Oh, absolutely.
He's not doing good.
And if that creature picked you up and slammed you down like it was going to,
it would have broke those ribs.
you would
Get
have been.
slammed down big style.
Yeah.
So-
He's like he's gonna like shakily like stand up and stumble down the stairs and just sit on his ass. Anyone got any bandages or anything? Having a hard time breathing.
Can I like set Chad's nose?
Yeah, you go up and you.
Ah!
I go like, hey Chad, hey buddy, listen here. We learned this in the arm. Mid sentence, I go.
Oh. Oh, am I still pretty?
I mean, less pretty.
Yeah, you have a nice bump in your nose, like me, like I have.
Looking more like Owen Wilson.
Chad, listen, Chad, you're not pretty. Just
Thank you.
sometimes if you look too perfect, it's like, it just is weird. You need to have a little flaw to give the
like you might be a
eye-
vessel for the ancient old one.
I'm sorry.
That's,
As you say that, the ancient old one comes up.
So please no.
Different campaign.
ancient old one, very redundant.
Oops, all ghosts.
The three of you that are surrounding this corpse, I want you to give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Fire!
Oh.
Unnatural 20.
Perception? I got a 17.
13. I'm not good at seeing things.
Okay. So, what you do see... So, Larson, actually, you said an unnatural 20, right?
Correct.
Okay. You see that throughout the room, more and more of these bricks are starting to fall out of place. And actually, right in front of you, a brick falls, and you have to take a step back as you feel the rest of them getting a little bit more loose. And as you look down, you see pretty far down a glowing pool. And as you look down, you see that I was going to call it something. I'm not going to give it a name. It has a name. The bricks beneath it start to fall, and it slowly slides and falls down into the abyss below.
Wait, so there's abyss below this floor?
There is a very large gap between you and the pool below.
Oh, we need to get out of here.
Wait, what about Evie's door?
Holy shit, can we please get in this goddamn room?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
It's been 30 seconds, right?
It's
I'm not
been
trying to rush you here, but time is a factor.
But, like, what's this, Reggie's in here? They had to go somewhere.
As you say that, Larson, you see down below Reggie, and you see his two associates. All three of them are kneeling in front of some shining thing. You can't tell what it is from that far, but it is shining.
I don't think Reggie's gonna be in there. I think I see Reggie right down there. Hey Reggie, what are you doing down there? I think
Hey,
we're just
Reggie.
out.
Well, I mean, we all did our thing. Shouldn't Evie do their thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I did miss an entire combat thinking that this
The door you open the door. You're able to slide it open.
Is there gold in here?
Is there gold in there? No, it's a stairwell. It's another stairwell.
Oh, leading downstairs.
Bless you.
Should we go down?
Yeah, better than jumping, man.
Those are your two options. You can either jump or you can go down the stairs.
All right, cool.
As you guys are trying to decide, the bricks and even the stairwell are starting to fall a little bit more and more.
Listen, I don't think we'll have time to get out of here. I think we gotta go down.
He jumps.
Factor, and I start to storm down the
Just
stairs.
come down the stairs.
Chad jumps.
Yeah,
Chad
he
jumps.
He-
Go down the stairs.
Why you like this?
Chad, you jump and you do a swan dive off of these bricks. Actually, you know what? Roll a performance check.
You got it, bro. All right.
Checking performance.
He's not doing good either. He's on death's door. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, we need to fix this. He just goes, Reggie! That is, I'm gonna do an auto success.
Okay. You do a beautiful swan dive. You run, you kind of move back and you run and you jump and you leap straight down. The check was going to be to see if you slip and fall and crack your ass on the bricks or not. But
I'd be unconscious.
so you are falling. You're falling pretty far. You got some airtime. So what is everybody else doing?
Running down the
Dashing down the
stairs.
stairs.
Down the stairs, yeah.
Stairs.
Okay. So you are all sprinting down the stairs.
Has Reggie like looked up?
Yeah, Reggie has looked up. And actually, Chad, as you fly down, you see him reach out his arm, and his arm starts to glow, and then he gets kind of a recognition in his face, and he pulls his arm down, and you continue to fall.
What a dick!
And you slam right into the pool.
Yeah.
I'm down big time.
You're dead.
Sorry?
You're dead.
Oh yeah?
You're
Yeah.
dead. You're dead.
With
You
my
are.
auto success, I'm dead.
With your auto success, you are dead.
Oh yeah.
It is not humanly possible to jump like 50 feet and survive at the rate that you are, or at the health that you would have been at.
Oh yeah.
Chad, no!
You're dead. Yeah.
What a horrible circumstance.
Why
Wait,
did
from
you
50
jump?
feet? I've jumped from 50 feet before.
You've jumped from 50 feet before, bleeding
Yeah,
and
yeah.
dead,
Huh?
bleeding out.
Even half dead.
Oh no,
like
not
a-
bleeding
with a
out.
broken
No.
nose.
But like me personally, I've jumped off of cliffs and into the springs and stuff.
So you didn't see the depth of the pool before you jumped.
Oh, okay.
You kind of did
Oh
a little
my
bit of a
God.
crunch type thing.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
Jasper
I'm
goes,
good.
well, he was pretty.
Well, that's not really the epic death I was looking for, but cool.
as the rest,
Did I kill him?
what happens? What do the rest of you do? You're running down,
Oh,
and you make it. You make it to the bottom of this stairwell, and
What am I gonna tell God?
in the pool you see Chad's slightly floating corpse.
holy shit.
And as you look around, you see plenty of other skeletal corpses just kind of there.
She's like,
Chad, dead
Why'd you
for
have
sure.
to jump, buddy?
Can I tell Chad's dead?
You can tell from where you are that Chad is in
wait.
fact dead.
Chad's
we
not
have
doing
a-
death saving throws.
Chad is dead.
Oh, bummer. I pull out. I still got my daggers out, and I look at Reggie and I go, "Now, Reggie, listen here. You can't explain yourself. We got a dead boy over there, a bunch of dead people up through this complex, and seems to me you've been here before, according to dreams and such. I'd
You
like
just
a little
got her
explanation there,
bow
bud."
And it's sort of up in the back. She's pointing her bow at him.
He looks over at you, and what have you done? What have you done?
What do you
And
mean? What have we
he-
done?
We have,
Mostly, we came down the stairs and fought a weird thing.
There was a weird monster. We were looking for you.
we have a lot to talk about.
Can
And
you say?
Yeah, we do.
And he reaches out his hand and he places it in the pool. And the pool starts to glow white. And as the pool starts to glow white, Chad, you open your eyes.
It's gone.
Is he as beautiful as he was before?
Richard screams.
He is as beautiful as he was before. And that's where we'll leave it.
Is my nose okay?
Your nose is fixed.
Yes!
That's all
That's
that
what
matters.
mattered.
That's all that matters.
Richard has the most high-pitched scream ever.
He just
It's
sits up and goes, sup.
He was just like, what the fuck?
What just happened?
All right. That's where we'll leave it. So, cool. I hope y'all had fun
Wow.
in this
Yeah.
third episode of Children of Aerintha.
Oh my god.
We'll continue this next week, and yeah, that's all I got for you. Anybody else?
I'll just delete this character I already started building.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! I'm dead! I'm dead! No!
Oh man, I have 40 more ideas.
This is
Oh.
your first time in a while being a player character, so just make all the characters all again.
I'm like, cool, one died? Yes!
On to the
Check.
next one.
Next one.
One.
All right, y'all. Well, if that's it, we are gonna go
Shit.
ahead and sign off. So, see you next week, nerds.
Boy.
Bye.
Did we level up?
Do we level up?
Did we level up?
Yeah.
Bye.